हेलो इट्स मी कमल, हाउ आर यू ऑल। आई नो अब आप यही कहोगे कि बोर्ड पे बने सर्किट्स देख के आपके दिमाग का शॉर्ट सर्किट हो रहा है। ओके, जस्ट रिलैक्स एंड टुडे आई विल बी एक्सप्लेनिंग द टॉपिक किरचॉफ्स लॉ, and by the end of this lecture you will be quick in solving these kind of circuits. So let's begin. Okay, so now let's begin Kirchhoff's law. But before proceeding further, I would like to explain the reason to do Kirchhoff's law. So, why do we need to study Kirchhoff's law? The answer to the simple question is we need to study Kirchhoff's law to solve the circuits with multiple band trees. The circuits with multiple band trees are solved with the method Kirchhoff's law. So basically, Kirchhoff is the name of the scientist who has given the two laws named Kirchhoff's current law and Kirchhoff's voltage law. So let us study now Kirchhoff's first law, that is known as Kirchhoff's current law. Kirchhoff's current law is also named as KCL. Its short form is KCL. And this law is also known as junction law. Junction law. So as by the name you would have get an idea what is actually KCL. So according to KCL, the sum at any junction, the sum of the current entering the junction is equal to the current leaving the junction. So what does this statement actually mean? So let us consider a point where current I1, I2 and I3, I1, I2 and I3 are entering the junction, and current I4, I5 and I6 are leaving the junction. So according to junction law or KCL, the sum of the current entering the junction, that is I1 plus I2 plus I3, will be equal to the current leaving the junction, that is I4 plus I5 plus I6. So this is based on the principle of conservation of charges. So now let us consider an example. For example, this is an example. Let us consider here 4 ampere current and here 5 ampere current is entering the junction, and here 2 ampere is leaving the junction. So now we have to find how much current is leaving the junction through this. So we have to consider the current entering the junction, that is 4 ampere and 5 ampere. We have to sum up and keep it equal to the 2 ampere and I ampere, that is the current leaving the junction. We have to find the value of I. See, 4 plus 5 is equal to 9 and here 2. Now we come to know that here 7 ampere is leaving the junction. So you can basically see 5 plus 4 9 and here 7 plus 2 9. The sum of the current entering the junction is equal to the sum of the current leaving the function. I hope you are clarified with the Kirchhoff's current law. So now let's begin the Kirchhoff's second law, that is KVL. KVL stands for Kirchhoff's voltage law, KVL. It is also known as loop rule. Loop rule. So KVL states that the algebraic sum of the change in potential around a closed loop is equal to the zero. It means that let us consider a circuit. It is the circuit here V1, V2. It is the potential having V1, V2 and V3. And here it is connected with the battery having some potential V. So what does this actually KVL means? It means that the sum of the voltage in a closed loop. Now let us consider a closed loop A, B, C, D. Now we have to consider A, B, C, D, A. Let it be a closed loop. Okay, so according to KVL, the sum of V1 plus V2 plus V3 will be equal to 0. This is the actual meaning of KVL. This is based on the principle of conservation of energy. as you have studied, the KCL is based on the principle of conservation of charges and KVL is based on the principle of conservation of energy. Okay, so now how do we apply KCL? How do we apply Kirchhoff's law? Now let's learn the method to apply this while using the circuits, while solving the circuits. So, method to apply the KCL is draw a circuit with two or more batteries. Two or more batteries. And after that you have to decide the KCL distribution of current. After that you have to consider a closed loop. And at last you have to consider the direction of current. Whether you take it as anti-clockwise or clockwise, it does not matter. Anti-clockwise or clockwise, it does not matter because the answer will remain same. So now let's solve a numerical to get hold over the questions. And as I told you in the beginning, that you will be quick in solving the circuits. So now let's do numerical. See. This is the circuit. Here potential is 4 volt, here 4 ohm, here 10 volt, 2 ohm, 2 ohm and 1 ohm. Now we have to solve this circuit. So here potential drop will be V and here 0. As this is positive and this is negative terminal, so here it will be positive, negative. As we know, the current always flows from higher potential to lower potential. So here positive, here negative. Here positive, here negative, and you have to similarly consider the signs or the terminals. Now we have to solve this. See, there are two batteries, 4 volt and 10 volt. You have to consider which has the higher potential. It is 10 volt. Now you have to consider the second sign. See, here the current will be flowing in this direction. It will be in anti-clockwise direction. Let us name it A, B, C, D and A. Now we have to consider a closed loop, that is A, B, C, D, A. Here 10 volt is has the higher potential. Here battery 10 volt is the higher. So now we have to consider the second sign. It is negative. Now 2I. Then again 2I. Here 1I. And here it is 4 volt. And its 4I is equal to sum. We know that the algebraic sum of change in potential around the closed loop is equal to the 0. See, so this is the equation, because the algebraic sum of change in potential around the closed loop is equal to 0. Now you will be thinking why I have considered minus sign. As I have told you that we will take second sign. So now let's solve this. 6V minus 9I is equal to 0. 6 minus 9I is equal to 0 and minus 9I is equal to minus 6. Here answer will be 6 by 9, that is 2 by 3 ampere. So all this is about Kirchhoff's law. I hope you are clear with the concept. Thanks and have a nice day.